Yo, how's it going, everybody? We are back with, yet again, another Apex Legends video. Not on the good side, though, just addressing some of the problems I personally have with this game. Now, may I remind you people that it was 2 in the morning. I didn't want to yell and scream in the microphone, so I really had to whisper in the previous video I made about Apex Legends. Oh, and as a reminder, I had people up on my roof that were trying to fix whatever is up there or whatever is happening up there. Just some casual maintenance. Let's get right into it. Apex Legends is finally about 1 year old, I think. I believe it's like at least 1 year old because this game, I think, came out around like February or December of like last year in 2019. I know that for sure. But, you know, going on from that, I just wanted to explain some of my main gripes that I've recently had about this game because, quite frankly, every match I play has seemed a little stressful, or there's always stress put on to me to do better, and honestly, that's not the case for all of us. Let's just get right into it. Main gripe I have about is a hot topic. It's called skill-based matchmaking, or you've probably seen this on Twitter. It's called SBMM, which stands for skill-based matchmaking. What is it? You're probably wondering the same thing too. I wonder what it was too, because I didn't even know what the heck that even meant. But going on from this, skill-based matchmaking is a type of matchmaking function that will place you in matches due to your stats. So basically what the game will do is it will scan your stats, right? It will scan your entire profile, and you know, whatever that is or whatever how good you are, it will place you in lobbies of people that are similar to your bracket of skill. Here is the main problem I have about this. Some people aren't supposed to be in these brackets, and the way that it's forcing you to be in these brackets of high tier people, it's not fun. It's not fun for me, it's not fun for my friends, and it actually creates this barrier gap between you and your friends. I mean, I play with Jagger, Sergio, all my friends. I play with all of them on Apex. There is obviously a skill gap that is in the game, and this is probably my main gripe about the game overall, is because when I'm playing with Jagger, it feels like I have to 1v3 most of the time because of that skill gap in between. And due to the skill-based matchmaking, the game is going to scan my stats. It will scan whoever like has the best stats, I think. So whoever has the best stats, it will basically put you in those predator lobbies, and then your own teammate or your friends will get shat on. And so you have to really carry them, as what we like to say in the gaming world. You pretty much have to do all the work. And I love playing with my friends, but ever since this whole skill-based matchmaking was tweaked or implemented or whatever it is, I've noticed that every time I play with them, it's beginning to get a little stressful. And the funny part is, they actually get way more wins without me playing, or they get wins together without me, which kind of hurts, but it actually shows some, you know, proof that skill-based matchmaking does have a sort of effect on the type of matches you're going to get into. And the screenshots I show above are some of my friends getting their own wins without me playing with them. And so we get into this thing where it's like, okay, well, a lot of people want to have crossplay in this game, but what's the point of having crossplay when I still can't even play with my friends? Because the skill-based matchmaking is always going to put me in lobbies that may not be the appropriate skill range, or it just might have this different skill gap in between. And there's always going to be a skill gap with the video games, and quite frankly, my main gripe about skill-based matchmaking has kind of differed from time to time. I mean, obviously, if they did take it out, you would still see a bunch of predators in lobbies, you know, no doubt about it. There's plenty of tryhards in video games. But even if they did that, though, a lot of the noob players, and this is the main gripe for some people that defend it, a lot of the noob players, a lot of new players, they might get stomped on by us tryhards, or, you know, us people that can quote-unquote aim, you know, do all that stuff, people that can actually shoot a gun, you know, stuff like that. They would get basically stomped on, and so, you know, it goes to this thing of, like, pub stomping. Do you really want it, or do you want to cater to the noobs and stuff like that? And And honestly, I feel like with video games, it doesn't really matter about the new players. I think it matters about the long-term players in the end. Personally, for me, I don't really care about skill-based matchmaking. Enough talking about it. You already know the deal with it. Let's talk about the unnecessary changes. Oh my goodness. I actually didn't mention a lot of things in my previous video. I was just kind of scratching the surface. First thing is first. Oh my goodness. This was like probably the stupidest change ever. The inventory system. Listen, you can only carry one grenade, meaning it's gonna carry, or at least put a lot of strain on your backpack, so you're gonna make sure you're gonna have a lot of backpack space. But it used to be you could carry at least stacks of 2 grenades, at least, that was like the original thing. But now they decreased this, and I can only carry like 1 ordnance of each, right? You can only carry 1 of that. They decreased the shotgun ammo, they made sniper rifles into their own sniper category, so you probably remember that the longbow DMR, that used to be a weapon that would use heavy ammo and use heavy mags and stuff like that. Well, now that's in its own category of sniper ammo, so now you have to find a sniper stock of itself, and you have to find a sniper not energy mag, but a sniper mag. Yeah, it's like a whole process here and there. Another unnecessary change is the Peacekeeper. This did not have to happen. Again, I don't think the Peacekeeper really looks like a legendary weapon to me. It was just a regular, like, pump shotgun that you would find on the ground, during playing Apex. So, I don't know why they made it into a legendary, but I think the main reason they did this is because a lot of the, casual players were probably, getting pissed on by the Peacekeeper, or a lot of people said that the Peacekeeper was overpowered, and, quite frankly, any weapon that you aim with and deal a lot of damage with, of course it's gonna feel overpowered to you, in a sense that that person is probably just really accurate and probably just using a precision choke to land in their shots. Main gripe about this is that now the Peacekeeper is a legendary, like I said, and they replace it with the Mastiff, and let me tell you, Mastiff is not a replacement for the Peacekeeper. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I actually preferred the Mastiff as a legendary weapon, because the Mastiff as a legendary weapon was very viable at cracking people's shields, and it just felt nice. But using the Mastiff as a regular weapon now, they obviously decreased the damage to act like a regular common drop. The problem with that is that not many people are going to get used to this new variant of a Mastiff, and I'm going to be honest, it does not do as much damage as you would think. Now, up close, you really have to choke in the shot. Like, you have to really be precise with it. I have to say, like, upper body shots are probably going to be good, but you really have to land your shots. I mean, a lot of people got to remember that this is a spread shot type of shotgun, and so you're going to have to just honestly just aim your shots and land your shots. But if you don't like the weapon, just go with the Mozambique camera point and you'll be fine. But that's my main gripe about that. Now, going on to more unnecessary changes, we have the we have the new map. The map is amazing. It's great to have Kings Canyons back. Here's the green gripe. Okay, they took away Skull Town. So there's no more Skull Town, there's no more Thunderdome, there's none of that, okay? That creates no point of interest, and that basically just creates that there's no interest. Like, you don't know where to land at. There's nowhere that looks interesting to land at. What made Skulltown and Thunderdome primarily the hotspots is because it was flat in the middle, right? Those were the middle of the map. It was a very kind of Russian grab a weapon type of rushing type of, type of map, like that. Now, the problem is, when they took this away, now there's no viable place to land at. So everywhere you go, including places like swamps or airbase, all of those places now are going to be crowded and filled. And primarily speaking, you would think that people would land where Skulltown used to be, but that's not even the case. A lot of people are landing pretty much everywhere. So regardless of where you want to land at, you're going to have to pick up a weapon and fight. Alright, for most of my matches at least, I've seen that, and it feels like the map has been a little bit more condensed condensed now, or it feels like it's gotten a little smaller than I remember. But regardless of that, you are gonna have to fight, and you are gonna have to just pick up a body shield and either just run away for the whole match, or just do whatever you want and all that stuff. Now, going on from that, we have more unnecessary changes. They took away the anvil receiver, which I don't know why, and they brought back the skull piercer round. I really don't know why they took away the anvil receiver. I mean, it was amazing to use if you were actually accurate with it with the single fire weapon, but honestly, do you really need to remove it? I don't know. And I think the main gripe I have about this game in general, probably the skill-based matchmaking, creating that barrier with your friends, that's really bad. I really want to play with my friends, and I really want to have fun. And another main gripe I have about this game is the XP. The amount of XP you get is atrocious. It can go up to like 54,000. I mentioned this in my previous video. The XP isn't fun. It's a pure grind. The challenges are a little easy. They're decent, right? That's fine. However, it just feels like there's a lot of grinding to it, and if you don't have the battle pass, then you're not going to get those XP boosts. But the thing about the XP boost that I gotta mention, the thing about the XP boost is that it's only for you for the top 5 or top 3, right? So if you're just someone that sucks at the game in general, and you never ever get in the top 3 or top 5, then yeah, those XP boosts aren't gonna matter for you because you're not applying them to yourself. So the best way to use them, honestly, is to just hide for the remainder of the match and at least get into the top 3 so those XP boosts can come into play. And I like to tell everybody that if you're trying to level up your battle pass, I see so many comments of people at the last level of the battle pass and they still never learn how the battle pass works. You want to make sure that you're doing your challenges and all that stuff. But what makes it such a grind is that 54,000 mark, alright? 54,000 XP in this game is a lot. And if you're someone, like I said, that just sucks at the game in general and you're not getting in the top 3, then you're barely going to be scratching the XP mark. And if you're not doing any other challenges or daily challenges, then like I said, you're just going to barely scratch the surface with that. You're barely going to scratch the surface. So, I don't know. Those are my kind of main gripes with Apex Legends. Like I said, the main thing I have is just the whole skill-based matchmaking. I know that even if they did remove it or tweak it, there will still be predators in it, but it just really sucks that I have to, flex with my friends, or I can't even play with my friends. And what's crazy is that I actually get more wins without them. So, I don't know what's wrong with this game. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, especially about skill-based matchmaking. I know that's a hot topic. I will see you guys later. Peace out. And another huge problem I feel like in this game are the constant bugs and glitches, and I think one of the many bugs, and this is really groundbreaking, are the hit registrations. And I forgot to mention it in this video, but I just want to mention it real quick now. But basically, when you are shooting at a target, the bullets will not register any damage. You will hear the sound of it and you will actually see the spark of the bullet hitting the enemy. However, it will not confirm or register any damage. Now, this actually kind of happened. I feel like I've seen this before in some other games before, when damage will not actually register, or there will not be any numbers to actually register in the game. But as a main basis of it, yeah, that's actually happening in the game right now. So if you feel like that you're not landing your shots, then don't worry, it's happening with all of us. But that's it for the end of this video. I'll talk to you guys later, and peace out.
This is where it ends.